All right, that is my cue. Hello, everyone. In this virtual world, we come together. Welcome to this Groundswell annual showcase. And yes, that is me. And yes, I am coming to you from Grand Valley's WGVU studios. So honored to be here. And next year, we'll all be together again, up close and personal. But this is going to be a fun evening. And we thank you, of course, for being here. Excited to see the work, of course, of the West Michigan students who protect and will protect our local environment. Here we are. Groundswell is one of 7 hubs of the Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative, whose mission is to engage students, of course, in community-based projects to enhance learning and foster the next generation of environmental students. All right, we started with the A's, now we're down to the W's. Your finale on behalf of Westside Christian School, your name, your grade, of course, and subject before your project.
Well, I'm ending inspired. Thanks for everybody for what you've said. And I can't wait to take this to our school. My name is Janet Stahl, and I work as the Director of Nature-Based and Outdoor Ed at Westside Christian. So I partner specifically with the Groundswell project in our 7th grade class, but we're excited to take our 2nd graders into the learning as we wrap up the year. But it starts with a driving question of how can we help our community's freshwater streams? We started our second Groundswell project was raising salmon in the classroom. So that continues year after year as we successfully raise and release them into the Grand River. But then we noticed through Algro's data that our freshwater salmon, or trout, we should say, are having a hard time. So our students are kind of motivated to say, as we care for these fish in school, what can we do on our land to care for the freshwater fish in our nearby watershed? So in the fall, the Grand Rapids Public Museum becomes our classroom for the students, and they are immersed in the learning about the Grand River, both the past and the present. And then as we progress through the school year, we attach a kind of a career to this project. So the students kind of apply for how they want to develop skills that they have as we work to solve this problem. So we had some artists, we had some lawyers in the past, we've had videographers, and some future CEOs, which comes from our school composting system. So these different careers kind of all see how they're related to our project. But then the big one, the civil engineers were the ones who looked at our problem on our campus, specifically with the erosion issue. And so they've been doing a lot of work. So this project actually started last year. It was halted due to the shutdown. And it was kind of like one of those, the story of Pompeii, where things were just left. And so it was neat that the current 8th graders kind of partnered with this year's 7th graders. And so for this project this year, as we've been working around this theme, the final project is finally happening. We had some setbacks with the city, finding out that there was a pipe where they had planned to put it. So we had to change the design, which was neat because permits and city and zoning have all kind of been a part of our learning too. So next week is the final installation. So this is kind of how the students presented the project to our administration for approval. And we're excited that through Groundswell and all of these awesome community partners, our campus continues to change from being what was once grass and sediment that was going into our storm drains, now will become a diverse habitat that multi-grades use for different aspects of their learning. So I'm excited. And as I end, I just say this collage of all of these videos, I can't wait to show with more of our teachers because I'm left inspired. So I guess you'll probably do some conclusion, but just thanks for everybody for all that I learned from you. And we're excited to finally see this project through completion. Oh, and I should say one more thing. This mural came to be because the artists were inspired by what we learned through the Grand Rapids Public Museum with Alexis Rockwell. So this is their own take on his Grand River life cycle mural there. So, but yes, good work.